David here, 3v3 faction war, Argus Desert Gate, Imperial Guard versus Eldar. Blue team, Leader of Doom plays an Inquisitor, offensive commander, fights melee to start off, can get range weapons, lots of crowd control, stuns and snares and the like. For Nothing plays a Commissar Lord, offense and support, fights melee, has a shield to start off. Swifa McDo plays a Lord General, fights range, has his retinue to help him out, really great support abilities and some defense too. Red team, Sneakus Peekus on this west side against that Lord General, plays an Eldar Warlock, offensive commander, good mobility with fleet, can tank and disrupt pretty well late game. Alongside we have Ski, also known as Osinski, playing an Eldar Farseer support commander, fights melee, good buffs and debuffs and can put out some damage, also has fleet. And Sam 918 rounds out red team as another Eldar Warlock. East side contested VP, here comes the Inquisitor, double guardsman, destructor goes off, hit pretty nicely too, and here comes the Warlock using his fleet to get in there but is stunned then by Hammer of the Witches. Farseer coming to support. Imperial Guard have a lot of numbers here, and that Warlock is forced off. Guardians get out of the building and put a lot of fire on that Commissar Lord. Farseer also forced off. Decent opening engagement for the Imperial Guard. A stomp by the Sentinel. Guardians losing models and the Imperial Guard winning this first engagement. These Guardians I don't think will be able to hang around. Imperial Guard squads all getting their sergeants quickly and some flamers on these guys. Bad news for those Guardians, look at the damage before they retreated. Forcing melee on retreat even, and took out a model. West side dominant so far for Sneakus Peekus. Has triple Guardians, pretty decent build order against Imperial Guard since you can shoot down Sentinels and Banshees will just get stomped and torn apart by Katashan Devils. I was expecting a lot of Katashan Devils, so we'll see how it goes. For Nothing has a heavy weapon squad on the way. Setup team that's suppressed with a heavy bolter by default. Currently have an issue in that all of the members are the heavy gunner, so they don't have las guns. Sort it out, Relic. One generator down for red team. Have a shuriken cannon for both Osinski and Sam 918, so they're gonna have to deal with these things. You would think Katashan Devils would be the answer. Ouch, Immolate goes off on that approaching Imperial Guard squad from the Immolator blade. Really nice weapon I think in 2-1 versus quite a lot of matchups. Inquisitor overextending a bit and is forced off, keeping the forces in play though. Imperial Guard repair the Sentinel. Commissar Lord is center now, trying to push. Swifa McDo coming back out and trying to retake this west side. No upgrades yet. We do see some Katashan Devils on the way for Leader of Doom. That shuriken cannon is so dangerous for that Sentinel. Cannot be suppressed of course since it's a vehicle, but will take a lot of damage as it gets close. It's a vehicle, incidentally, that does not have vehicle armor, if you didn't know. Heavy weapon squad trying to set up here, but there's the Immolate put down on them. Ouch. Will he get away? It does just about get away. Now double shurikens causing huge problems. Both of these guys need to get Katashan Devils. Here is Leader's squad. 470, 491. Another heavy weapon squad for Nothing. He's gone double heavy weapon squad, not something you see very often. And there's the grenade launcher, all reliable from the Katashan Devils. Look at the range that thing has, it's crazy. Plasma grenades going in and missing. Given to the Guardians with their battle equipment. Red team being smart and gradually pulling back with covering fire from the shurikens. Really nice play. They need some more Katashans to deal with these shurikens. Not sure what these guardsmen are doing. Very nice grenade on those Katashan Devils, forcing them to retreat. Imperial Guard struggling in this second big engagement, unable to deal with these shurikens. This one is now suppressed and is forced off, in fact, but is getting shot at by 2 Guardian squads, and those guys can put out some damage with those little shuriken guns they have. Commissar Lord chasing around these Guardians, using fleet to get away. Really trolling that Commissar Lord there. Now the fleet has worn off. Still tying up this heavy weapon squad in melee though. Won't do a lot of damage, but they are forcing this thing off. Forced off themselves eventually. 423, 491. Meanwhile, west side, Scam making decent progress. Has taken out that Warlock and is capping up this side. Should be hitting power, I think. But most of his stuff seems to have been forced off, so can't do that. Red team all going tier 2. Lots of Guardian shields here, which is just annoying. Scam going tier 2 without Kadashan Devils. No sign of them for nothing. Spent a lot of power on those heavy weapon squads. Leader of Doom lost his Sentinel, has a single Kadashan squad and a single Guardsman squad. Not looking good for the Imperial Guard going into tier 2. As I remark in observer chat there, early Wraith Guard would be devastating. Only one Kadashan Devil squad to tie them up, and the commanders of course. 391, 491. Sneakus Peekus gets a revive from his fellow Warlock, played by Sam. And Sam now goes back over to the east side with fleet. Red team decapping Blue's natural. 381, 491. Tier 2 for leader and for nothing. Already Wraith Guard hit the field for Ski. Kind of a short range artillery unit. Huge damage to all targets if they can hit them. Have trouble hitting moving targets. Also suppress infantry. Very, very weak in melee though. Inquisitor just unable to decap this power and is forced to retreat. Unlucky for leader. Has the crossbow bolt pistol. Nice range weapon to protect you from melee and generally hold up ranged squads. Decent damage too. Plasma grenade goes in. Ouch, hits that Guardsman squad flush. If they didn't have those squad leaders, that would have wiped the squad, I think. Sentinel, ouch, gonna be chased by warp spiders, which are really, really bad news for Sentinels. Teleporting range squad, good damage potential, great for map control and harassment too. Given their mobility, and the Sentinel is done for. Down it goes, quick time. Huge pressure in the middle for the Imperial Guard to deal with, and they are looking quite thin, and double warp spiders on the field for Sneakus Peekus. Very, very bad news for Scam. I think they need to get a load of Ogrins. Of course they can't afford a load of Ogrins. Leader of Doom could get some. And Scam is getting some Ogrins, but this is huge pressure on the east side. 326, 491. Bright Lance coming out, perhaps expecting a Chimera. Power is going to go down. Wraith Guard make pretty short work of everything they hit, including generators. Boom. Look at the map control for the Eldar. 307, 491. Manticore on the way for nothing. Also for Scam, which is a risky move, I think. Manticores don't directly give you any map control. They can force off squads and completely wipe squads, of course, but it's a risk. They could do absolutely nothing for you. Kadashan Devils getting their demolition man for leader. Those Wraith Guards so scary, especially with all that Guardian support. Here comes an Autarch. Guardsman running away in time. Sub-commander for Eldar, and a Wraith Lord backing her up. Huge pressure on this east side. Ogrins hit the field for leader. Back at base though. Powerful melee unit. Line breaker for Imperial Guard in tier 2. Good damage versus all targets as well, so that Wraith Lord will have to watch out. As a shoulder mounted shuriken cannon, which just adds to the pain. And full retreat from leader. Huge pressure for Imperial Guard here. Lord General has melter guns. In come double warp spiders. Look at the damage. No way Imperial Guard can stand against that. Even fully upgraded Manticore gets a nice strike on those warp spiders. You see that the flare beforehand was very short because the Manticore was so close. But there is the concede for Imperial Guard. Eldar very strong, pretty much swept them aside there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and thanks for the players for taking part.